reporting live from my Orange County, California clawfish. We have a lot to talk about. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kate. If you're new here, I like to talk about all things luxury. I want to do a bit of a recap, so like things in the past week that you may have missed in the luxury world, the luxury community. I kind of want to do a catch up and maybe make this into like a weekly thing if it goes well, so we will see. But I have my robe on. I want this to be like a comfy, casual vibe today. And let's get straight into the news. So first, I want to talk about Chanel because out of all of these, this is like the most rumored one, I guess. And I don't mean like it's the most talked about. I mean that it's like the least amount of information that anyone has on this. The first thing that I saw about this was the Daily Mail, and that was on May 26th. I didn't see it on May 26th. I didn't see it until the next day. But the title is what got me though, and I'm going to read it to you. So, get your Chanel handbag now. Exec warns price of $10,000 purses could rise again after 8% hike in March, despite luxury fashion house raking in $17.2 billion of revenue in 2022. Price increases again from Chanel. I'm actually really not surprised at all. What I am surprised about is the fact that this says there's an 8% hike in March when really we know that some of the bags saw like a 15% increase, I think it was. And I take it that they're talking about like an average overall of the price increase maybe, but 8% was not, that's not showing the whole picture. 8% is not showing the whole picture. Now, the quote that I believed sparked this talk is actually something that one of the execs told to Vogue. It says Chanel's chief financial officer told Vogue on Thursday that it was too early to say whether it would commit to raising prices again. So that's like very vague, but I also read that the reason for the potential price increase is because of inflation and like price adjustment, what do they call it? Price harmonization, sorry. So there's nothing definite about this. This is just a little warning that it might be coming, it might be happening. And to be honest, would any of us really be surprised by that? I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if they raise it another 5%, even another 10%. Like everybody is going to be talking about them. Even though the really big price increase was in March, they had price increases over the last few years that people were really upset about, and they didn't lose money in 2022 over that. So if they're not losing money, if they're still making more and more money, why bring up the quality and why not bring up the prices? So it makes total sense to me that they're going to keep doing this because we have seen that Chanel just does not care about quality. They just want to make money, and that's it. So this is your reminder not to buy a brand new Chanel bag because the quality is not great and the prices are just going up and up and up, and then you don't have to worry about price increases. I will say that this kind of does flow over into the pre-loved market though. So as soon as the prices increased in March, I saw the pre-loved market have a spike in Chanel bags too that were being newly listed after the price increase. So I would keep that in mind. I do see that they're coming down now because it has been a while and probably not a ton of people are buying those pre-loved Chanel bags at super high prices, especially with the fear of a recession right now. So I think we're seeing a really good time to buy pre-loved Chanel bags right now and in the next couple months. And if and when that next price increase hits this year, I think that we'll see another spike in the pre-loved market and then it'll start to come down again. But if you're looking for a pre-loved Chanel bag, I think that now is a good time to get them. I'm starting to see these luxury resellers have more sales. Fashion File just had a sale last week, which that is very rare for them. Rebag has had a 15% off sale for the last couple days. It's pretty normal that they do that, but a lot of times lately it's been 10%. It just hasn't been the 15% off as often, at least from what I noticed. So I think they're really trying to sell some of these bags, and now is a pretty good time to jump on it if you feel like you want to or if you can. Next, I want to talk about Louis Vuitton's upcoming price increases. So the latest that I heard on this was from Classics with a Quirk, so I would recommend going and watching her video. I will link it down below. But to summarize, she was saying that it's likely going to be a worldwide price increase for Louis Vuitton. The US has not been confirmed yet, but it's pretty likely that it's going to be just across the board. I saw a few places that Australia has been confirmed that there is going to be a price increase, but it's looking like it's going to be worldwide in the beginning of June. They haven't had a price increase in a while, and I actually think that this is a really good move for them. I think there's just a lot of attention on Louis Vuitton right now, and this is a good time for them to have a price increase because people are going to continue talking about them. People talked about them possibly discontinuing the Neverfull. They talked about them possibly discontinuing monogram print. They talked about their stock dropping last week. It just seems like it's been on everybody's mind lately. So I think this is actually a really good time for them to have a price increase because it's going to start more drama, and you know the drama is going to sell the bags. And related to that, I got an email last night. It was like 11:58 p.m.-ish. Got an email from Louis Vuitton saying that the item that you liked is back in stock. I signed up for notifications for the Neverfull when it pops back onto the site. I had it notify me, and I got the notification last night. So I went to the website. I wanted to see if I was going to be able to actually add it to my cart or if it was going to say this item is no longer available. Let me add it to my cart, no problem. I even went through most of the checkout pages to make sure that it wasn't just something that was like temporary, gonna just be out of my cart in a second. and it all went fine. I didn't actually order it because I don't really need a Neverfull. I did post it on my Instagram story as soon as I saw it, just in case anybody else wanted to go and get one. Now, when I checked this morning, it says that they're all sold out, but I would say if you're looking for a Neverfull, just put yourself on that notify me. And I am willing to bet money that it will be back on the website again, because if they put it up last night and there was enough for it to linger, it was there for like at least a couple hours and then I went to sleep. But if it was up last night, they're going to do it again. Just sign up for notifications on the size and the color that you want. And I think that it will be back in stock on the website. And another reminder as to why you should not panic buy. You should always be able to take your time on a decision and not go to purchase something until you're ready, because spending an extra 5%, like this applies to price increases too, because spending an extra 5% on an item versus not buying the item at all, you save a lot more money not buying the item at all. So why not wait until you make that final decision? If you have to pay more, then you pay a little bit more. But you also don't rush into something that you actually don't really 100% want. Or if you took some more time to think about it, you just wouldn't buy it all and then you'd save thousands of dollars anyway. And last but not least, LVMH, we're still talking about LVMH. So LVMH had plans to build a hotel, possibly in Beverly Hills. This was going to be one of their Cheval Blanc locations. They have I think they have 4 or 5 other ones around the world, and they wanted to build one on Rodeo Drive. This is not a brand new project by any means. This is something that has been going on for the last couple years, and now is just the time for the city to vote on it. So in order for them to do this, it had to be approved by city council, which it was approved by city council last year. And from what I can tell from kind of like piecing together a few different articles, there was like a petition that was put out for residents of Beverly Hills to sign to see if they need to have a vote on this to decide if they should be able to build this or not. There were enough signatures to be able to have that vote, and the voters were asked 2 questions about this. So they were asked, 1, if Beverly Hills should approve a zoning amendment for this hotel, and the problem for the hotel was the height was above the zoning limits that Beverly Hills has, and 2, if they approve of the development and the tax agreement. And I want to read some numbers on this, because if that project were to be approved, LVMH would have contributed $28 million to the city. Beverly Hills would also receive an additional 5% surcharge over its regular 14% transient occupancy tax. And the hotel was expected to generate about $725 million over the next 30 years. So it would have been a lot of money that we're talking about. But the city voted and it was a no. But it was a very, 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 very close no. Like they almost got it, but they did not. And LVMH and Bernard Arnault said that if the city votes against it, they won't try again. They're just going to let it go, and they scrapped the project. And since it was a special election that they held for this, LVMH is actually going to reimburse the city of Beverly Hills for that special election. I just feel like there has been a lot going on, and a lot of that stuff is from like the past 3 or 4 days or so, not even the past full week. So I hope that you all enjoyed this little recap of what's been going on in the luxury world. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if you like this type of video so I can see if we should make it into like a weekly thing and we should do this more often. Maybe I'll just do it when there's a lot of things going on. Sometimes it's kind of quiet, so maybe we don't need it every week. But let me know if you like this type of video. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I am very active on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram on the screen. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on these topics, or if you have any other luxury news that I missed this week, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!